This is question D on the notes page. The velocity of a particle in meters per second is given in the table above for selected times in seconds. Use a left Riemann sum, potato, potato, with the 4 subintervals indicated in the table to approximate the total distance. Now, this is super important. Key word here is total. If it said net distance, you would sum the velocities. If it's total distance, you're going to sum the speeds. Now, if you remember, we said that total was integrating the absolute value of the velocity function. We are supposed to do this from 0 to 8. We are supposed to approximate this. Once again, if this was a net, then we would just say v of t, not the absolute value. So using a left Riemann sum, and we're supposed to use 4, did it say 4? It said 4 subintervals. So our subintervals could be like, here's a subinterval, here's another one, here's a third one, here's a fourth one. And to do this left Riemann sum, it is the change in t, which is changing here, times the height. So from 0 to 1 is 1, and we're going to have to multiply that by the height, plus 1 to 3 is 2. We're going to multiply that by the height, plus 3 to 7 is 4. We're going to multiply it by the height, plus 7 to 8 is 1. We're going to multiply it by the height. Now, which height do we use? It says, once again, a left Riemann sum. So this distance, we're going to use this height. So that's 0. This distance, we use the left height. That's 2. This distance, we use the left height. That's a half. This distance, we use the left height. Now, here's where we got to be super careful. And I almost just missed it, even though I emphasized it here. It's the absolute value of velocity. This velocity is -1. We have to take its absolute value. We're supposed to take each of these absolute values. Now, what I could do to make this more clear, instead of having these parentheses here, I could say the absolute value of the velocities. Or you could just leave the parentheses how I had them and just know that that -1, when you put it in, should be a positive 1. Or you could even say that it's the absolute value of these products. Whatever, it doesn't matter as long as you're consistent. So this is the absolute value of 0 plus the absolute value of 4 plus the absolute value of 2 plus the absolute value of -1. So that's 0 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, which is 7. It says, make sure we answer the question. Use the left Riemann sum, did it. That approximates the total distance the particle travels in meters. So it doesn't say to use proper units, but this would be meters. So good enough.